Lately, I've been seeing so many people wearing crosses around their necks, gold crosses and silver crosses, ornate crosses, and I just keep thinking to myself, what do they think this cross is doing? Do they wear it for protection? And then I've been thinking to myself, this cross, so-called, was a torture device to kill someone and to kill people. If someone that you knew died in a horrid way by like a gun or a knife, would you then wear a gold or silver gun or knife around your neck to glorify that torture device that killed your loved one? The Christians really love this cross symbol, and they bow down below the cross, and they cry to the cross, and they sing to the old rugged cross. So today I want to examine this symbol of the cross. So let's see what Yah says in Exodus 20, verses 3 through 5. You shall have no other gods before me. You shall not make for yourself an image in the form of anything in the heaven above, or on the earth beneath, or in the waters below. You shall not bow down to them or worship them, for I, Yah, your God, am a jealous God, punishing the children for the sin of the parents to the third and fourth generation of those who hate me. So here are some interesting facts that I found about the cross and paganism. It's pre-Christian use. The cross symbol was used in pre-Christian cultures, including ancient Egypt, where it took the form of an ankh. Pagan influence. Christianity adapted the cross symbol from pagan worship. Constantine's promotion. The cross became a symbol of Christianity in the 4th century after the Roman Emperor Constantine. A pagan who converted to Christianity promoted it. And we know Constantine was a pagan and he stayed a pagan, and he merged paganism with the Hebrew Bible and called it Christianity. And then nature worship. Some authorities have linked the cross with pagan sex rites and nature worship. The Celtic cross combines the cross with a circle, which may represent the Celtic sun god. Now let's take a look at what it says about Nimrod from the Bible. Nimrod, reborn as Tammuz, was associated with the Tau symbol or cross in pagan worship of the ancient Babylonians, Orientals, Philistines, and Egyptians. The cross was adopted by the Roman Catholic Church and by the many Christian denominations. The pagan Tau, or cross, is now a common sign on churches and pastors' robes. Ezekiel 8, verse 12. God asked me, Son of man, do you see what the leaders of the nation of Israel are doing in secret? Each of them is in the room where his God is, and each one of them is thinking, Yah doesn't see me. Yah has abandoned this land. Ezekiel 8, verses 13 through 14. Then he said to me, You are going to see them do even more disgusting things than that. Then he brought me to the entrance of the north gate of Yah's house, and behold, women were sitting there weeping for Tammuz. Ezekiel 8, verse 15 through 16. He said to me, Do you see this, son of man? You will see things that are even more detestable than this. He brought me into the inner court of Yahweh's house, and I saw at the door of Yahweh's temple, between the porch and the altar, there were about 25 men with their backs toward Yahweh's temple and their faces toward the east. They were worshiping the sun toward the east. So now let's look at another pagan god, the Norse god, Odin. In the Nordic pagan religion, placing ashes above one's brow was believed to ensure the protection of the Norse god Odin. The Norse practice has become known as Ash Wednesday. Now let's look at the pagan Indian god. In the Vedic Indian religion, ashes were believed to be the seed of Agni, the Indian fire god. It is from this name that we get the Latin for fire, ignis. The English words ignite, igneous, and ignition. Agni was said to have the authority to forgive sins. Ashes were also believed to be symbolic for the purifying blood of the Vedic god Shiva. In Hinduism, the god Agni is associated with the use of ashes on the forehead, also known as the talaka. Now we see where this pagan practice of worshiping the cross and placing this cross symbol on Christians' foreheads on Ash Wednesday with ashes comes into play in Christianity and what this is really all about. This is the merging of the pagan god. This JC character is all these pagan deities rolled into one, and it's called Christianity. This is idolatry to its finest, and Yah warns his people. Deuteronomy 12:31. Do not worship Yah your God in the way they worship their gods, for in the worship of their gods they do all the disgusting things that Yah hates. They even sacrifice their children in the fires on their altars. So we can see here clearly that this cross is an idol. It's idolatry, and the children of Israel should have nothing to do with it. It's pagan through and through. Ezekiel 18, verse 20. The soul who sins shall die. The son shall not suffer for the iniquity of the father, nor the father suffer for the iniquity of the son. The righteousness of the righteous shall be upon himself, and the wickedness of the wicked shall be upon himself.